peace and tranquility and eternal love to you out there. Thank you for joining me on this channel. We are here studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we are going to be reading lesson 129. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. And this lesson for me is bringing me closer and closer to this very subtle awareness that is showing me that there really are two different worlds. And at least for the sake of an example, when I leave my house in the morning and walk out here to the woods, it is so peaceful and welcoming and, evokes my sense of curiosity and adventure and this like childlike wonderment that for whatever reason wasn't present as I was at the house, going to the bathroom, putting my clothes on, figuring out a couple things in the kitchen before I left. It's a whole nother level of the mind. But then when I come out here, it's like, oh yeah, this is the world that I want. And that's the world that's like, it feels like there's a lot of responsibilities there, a lot of bills to get paid, a lot of things to figure out. And out here, it's like none of that exists. And I know that even this is temporary. This is not the eternal. This is just the beauty that I get to experience, that I'm creating in my incarnation to enjoy while I'm here. So I'm really starting to get that sense that within my day, there are multiple worlds. So I love this lesson reinforcing to me that this is the beginning of me opening up my awareness to what the eternal actually feels like, because it's definitely noticeable more and more. And I'm also noticing that I'm a lot more aware of the things that I'm trying to control and trying to put into a routine. And then I'm really getting good at asking myself, why? Why do I want to control that person? Why do I want to make myself do X, Y, and Z every single day? Is it out of fear or is it out of love? Doing an exercise like that, I think, is really valuable. Okay, so let's go into this lesson and see what comes up for you in the lesson, in your meditations, in your life, in your heart. This is the thought that follows from the one we practiced yesterday. You cannot stop with the idea the world is worthless, for unless you see that there is something else to hope for, you will only be depressed. Our emphasis is not on giving up the world, but on exchanging it for what is far more satisfying, filled with joy, and capable of offering you peace. Think you this world can offer that to you? Pah! It might be worth a little time to think once more about the value of this world. Perhaps you will concede there is no loss in letting go all thought of value here. The world you see is merciless indeed, unstable, cruel, unconcerned with you, quick to avenge, and pitiless with hate. It gives but to rescind, and takes away all things that you have cherished for a while. No lasting love is found, for none is here. This is the world of time, where all things end. So that may be hard to hear. No love is here. Well, what about the love of friends and lovers and children and pets and all that? What is that? If no love is here, well, we need to understand the difference between love and codependency, love and attachment, love and control and manipulation, love and needing to have some type of validation, demanding it even from others around us. That's not love. But we have really bastardized our definitions, and we're largely not even conscious of doing it. So that's what this course is helping us unlearn. Is it a loss to find a world instead where losing is impossible, where love endures forever, hate cannot exist, and vengeance has no meaning? Is it lost to find all things you really want and know they have no ending and they will remain exactly as you want them throughout time? Yet even they will be exchanged at last for what we cannot speak of, for you go from there to where words fail entirely, into a silence where the language is unspoken and yet surely understood. Communication, unambiguous and plain as day, remains unlimited for all eternity. And God himself speaks to his Son as his Son speaks to him. Their language has no words, for what they say cannot be symbolized. Their knowledge is direct and wholly shared and wholly one. How far away from this are you who stay bound to this world? And all your beliefs and all your habits and all your control stuff and all your untrue beliefs about yourself and your mistakes that you think that you still have to pay for. And yet, how near are you when you exchange it for the world you want, which is forgiveness, peace, love, joy, ecstatic bliss all the time, beauty, love, hugs, cuddling, I don't know, whatever you think you're missing or that you don't get enough of. Now is the last step certain. Now you stand an instant's space away from timelessness. Here can you but look forward, never back to see again the world you do not want. Here is the world that comes to take its place. As you unbind your mind from little things the world sets forth to keep you prisoner. Unbind your mind. That's what we're doing. Value them not, and they will disappear. Esteem them, and they will seem real to you. So we make all the things we believe in real. We turn them into rules, those rules into laws that we live by. And we crucify ourselves when we break the rules that we made up because of the untrue beliefs we have. Woo! We are insane. Such is the choice. What loss can be for you in choosing not to value nothingness? This world holds nothing that you really want, but what you choose instead you want indeed. So the choices that we make reinforce what our beliefs are. So you can see what your beliefs are by the choices that you make every day with everything you do. You just have to be very present. You can do it. Let it be given you today. It waits but for your choosing it, to take the place of all the things you seek but do not want. Practice your willingness to make this change 10 minutes in the morning and at night, and once more in between. Begin with this. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. I choose to see that world instead of this, for here is nothing that I really want. Then close your eyes upon the world you see, and in the silent darkness, watch the lights that are not of this world light one by one, until where one begins, another ends, loses all meaning as they blend in one. Today the lights of heaven bend to you, to shine upon your eyelids as you rest upon the world of darkness. Here is light your eyes cannot behold, and yet your mind can see it plainly and can understand. A day of grace is given you today, and we give thanks. This day we realize that what you feared to lose was only loss. Now do we understand there is no loss, for we have seen its opposite at last, and we are grateful that the choice is made. Remember your decision hourly, and take a moment to confirm your choice by laying by whatever thoughts you have and dwelling briefly upon this. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. Well, there you go. I hope you are gaining insights about yourself and your own mind and the prison that you've created, and that you're studying the lessons, taking the time, doing the effort, doing the meditations is opening you to receiving the truth about what's actually going on, why you are suffering, why things are manifesting in your physical body and in the world around you, the natal family issues that you have. Hopefully you're starting to get some explanation or some understanding why you created this. I love you all so much. I'm so glad that you're here with me doing these lessons, expanding your consciousness with me, coming together in a space of eternity. I believe that when we're doing the lessons and we're connecting on this platform even, this unreal world and the internet and all this, we are expanding our consciousness, growing together, returning to the truth, and making a huge difference in the entire experience of humanity. Simply by doing this, simply by coming together each day. So thank you. Enjoy this lesson, and I will see you back here again tomorrow.